late 1700s, this country's history, early 1800s. A squirrel could climb up a tree in Boston, Massachusetts, right on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. And that squirrel, if he wanted to, could cover 1,470 miles without ever touching the ground. He could go from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River, Havana, Illinois, 1,480 miles, and he could never touch the ground. That's how many trees there were. And they just interconnected and interlaced, and that squirrel could travel that distance without ever stepping on the ground. Wouldn't it be something if we could wake up in the morning and never really step on the ground? Wake up in the morning and be so filled with God's promises, 7,000 of them. And whether it was forgiveness of sins we needed on that particular day, or whether it was don't be afraid on that particular day, whatever promise of God you needed, wouldn't it be something if you woke up in the morning and you climbed up into the upper trees of God's promises and you lived there the entire day? You lived there the entire day. You never really put your feet down on the ground because you were living in the peace and the power of the promises of God. That is possible, you know, because you can start the day by climbing up into the tree of God's promise, and you can say, this is a day that God has made, and you can stay up in the top of those trees all day long. What a difference that would make in your life, don't you think? Wouldn't that make a difference in the life of those people who live with you or work with you? Wouldn't that be something? Wake up in the morning, climb up into the upper branches of the promises of God, and live there the entire day. And at the close of that day, you sit and hold up your hands and say, what a day. It was a day lived for God. It was a day lived in His promises. May it be so for you and me. In His name, amen.